Welcome everybody to Redlight Racing Series. We are set to go 60 laps tonight here at the newly paved Pocono Speedway. It should be fun as we count down the laps to the start of the race. We are just a few minutes away from ending practice right now. James Heater on top of the board here at the newly paved Pocono Speedway. So going to be pretty interesting. I think actually this may be the old one. Is this the old one? I can't tell. I'm trying to look. I think this may be the old one. Kind of looks like it actually. Give me just a second. Let me see if it is. I will know here in just a moment. Anyway, should be a fun race. And no, it is the new one. Should be a fun race here as cars out on track right now, as you can see. Take a look real fast at your weather. It is 74 degrees here in Pennsylvania. As you see cars heading down Long Pond straightaway. And of course, as I mentioned, this is the Redlight Racing Series. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And actually, I'm looking, I believe this actually is the older Pocono, I believe. I can't really tell. You get confirmation because I don't even know what track it is. Anyway, sorry, I'm a little confused right now. I thought the plan was the right one. Looks like it. I can't exactly tell which one it is. It is the new one. So anyway, right now James Heater on top of the board. Last week it was the. Oh, I have my results up right now. Give me just a second, guys. I'm really behind tonight. Get that up here in just a moment. Great race it was last week. I'm trying to remember exactly who it was that won. Here we go. That's right, James Heater picked up the win at Texas Motor Speedway. I couldn't remember who it was that picked up the win, but it was James Heater that picked up the win last week at Texas Motor Speedway. And yeah, this is the new Pocono. I don't know what I'm thinking of, guys. Anyway, as we get ready to go here, I'm looking at a couple things on what to expect. This is the first time I have actually broadcasted a race here at this track since it's a new one. So I'm really going to be anxious to see exactly what happens. To see what the track does as far as taking rubber and stuff like that. Puts it down on the track. How will these cars handle it? This is the Xfinity car. We got a pretty big group of guys in here. 23 drivers actually starting the race tonight. A little bit of an estimate on what we're thinking on fuel. We're thinking 15 laps or so. The car is going to be on the tight side because of the one. It could be because of the new layout of the track, the new pavement put down the resurface of the track. It could be because of that. It could be the when the temperature is hot as well. So we'll have to wait and see how the car reacts over time for so many laps. So 15 laps is what we're estimating on fuel. We'll probably see a lot of pit stops early, I think, in this race. I hear 15. I'm thinking we could probably see them around 14 or 13 as well, but we'll have to wait and see if these guys, what they choose to do. This is a great group of guys. Of course, they run, this is only the third race of the season now for them. They run different cars. So they start a race out at Phoenix International Speedway. Kyle Souza picked up the win there. That was in the Xfinity. Then we went to the Cup car at Texas Motor Speedway, and now we're back at Pocono in the Xfinity car. And don't forget, they also run trucks. And yeah, by the way, there is a super late model race here next Monday night. So the first time we go to the trucks is May 7th at Kansas Motor Speedway. Really looking forward to that. So yeah, that's the way all this stuff lines up as practice comes to an end. James Heater is going to be your fastest in practice with the 54.325. Great lap there. And Tim Blum second. Max Terriall is in third. Jason Wells fourth. So the Regal Entertainment Group Pole Award about to be handed out as we watch Jack Walls Roll off pit road in number 83, Interstate Batteries car. This is open qualifying, if you didn't notice that by now. And all the drivers are out on track at once, so we'll see how this plays out. Really good look as we watch him go on the track. Good look at the resurface that iRacing has done on their service. So it's always a good thing to see if things have changed or not. As we will hop on board with the driver of the 83 car as he goes barreling down into turn 1 at over 185 miles an hour. Really nice looking. It looks like there's a little bit of grip out there right now. Really good exit for Jack Walls in the 83. Jack Wall is going to put down his first lap and qualifies in the 6th position. Andy Lee. 25 car, about to complete his first lap. And Andy going to qualify. Actually, that was his out lap. I do apologize. I thought that was actually his fast lap. William Long coming across the start-finish line. I think this is actually one of his laps. 13th so far. 54.821 for that lap. Shows him in 13th. At the moment, it is Max Terry on top of the board. Waiting to see how Andy puts down his lap. Actually gets into the wall, so that lap not going to count. Here's number 4, Kyle Souza, the winner back at Phoenix in the Xfinity Series when they raced that car or this car there. Got James Scout right in front of him, so a little bit of pull down the straightaway. And actually, this is Kyle Souza's lap as well, so I'll have to wait and see what he does. And Kyle going to qualify in the 21st spot. Andy Lee crossing the start-finish line. And that will start his lap once again. After getting into the wall, this is Daniel Haney. So far, not put down a lap yet. By the way, guys, this is sponsored by Regal Entertainment Group. This is the Regal Entertainment Group Pole Award. They are awesome enough to sponsor the Pole Award winner here. So, thanks for that. As we watch Daniel Haney going on another lap, let's see if he can improve on this lap. As I mentioned just a second ago, make sure you check them out, by the way, the Regal Entertainment Group. As Daniel Haney crosses the start-finish line, he's going to qualify so far in the third spot. There you go, Regal Entertainment Group. Of course, this is the Pole Award winner. As right now, looks to be James Heater now on top of the board. Well, it's showing the 20, by the way, guys. There is actually more drivers. We got 24 drivers right now out there running. Here is Sal Casey, who is in 5th. Get a little bit of a tow here down the straightaway behind that 10 car as he starts his lap here at Pocono. There's only 2 minutes left here in qualifying. Sal going a little bit wide into turn 1. That 940 car. And he's going to shut it down right there as well. Max Terriot. Second place right now. See if we can get a little bit more out of his car to try to jump up and grab that pole award. Let's see, we'll start his lap. This will probably be his last lap that he's able to get in, so he's got to put down a good one. Max last season had a great year last year. Comes in here a little bit off of where he wants to be this season. So far, he is a little bit further back than what he plans. He's tied for 7th, which ain't horrible by any means. But he is looking to try to improve that position for tonight, try to gain a couple of points, and maybe even work his way into the chase as he crosses the start-finish line, 54.357. It kind of looks like the track might be slowing down just a little bit as we hop over to the 51 of DJ Anderson, the NOS Energy Toyota Camry. Turn 2 at Pocono, otherwise known as the tunnel turn. Always a very tricky turn here at Pocono. One of the fastest corners you actually take in NASCAR. Especially considering how flat it is. DJ will be able to actually finish this lap. So we will count down. Nobody else that crosses the line behind him will be able to finish a lap. There's a couple guys still out there on track. See if DJ can finish this lap and jump up a couple spots. He is currently showing in the 6th position right now. with a 54.349. Right now showing about 6/100,000th of a second slower than the 940 of Sal Casey. Here comes DJ. He is the last car on track, by the way. DJ Anderson going to cross the start-finish line. He will qualify in 6th position with a 54.349. So our pole is going to go to James Heater in the 18 here at Pocono. So congratulations to him for the Regal Entertainment Group Pole Award winner. Try to get him in here if he's actually in TeamSpeak. Do not think he is, so we will not be talking to him. Do know that Joshua Buckley got a new computer this week, or yesterday, so he's getting used to everything on how it works. So we'll see if he can improve here tonight, as cars have started to grid here at the other end of pit lane, and I am way up higher than what I should be. There we go. And why are they gridded like that? That's not weird at all. I've never seen them grid like that. Alright, well, that's pretty neat. Check that out. Huh. Wow. Must be something new iRacing has done. As the cars sit on pit road, we're going to go a flyover on these. Check this out. All the cars still haven't gridded yet, by the way. A couple cars to pit, or grid up. Check how they're actually gridded. That's pretty neat. Wow. Alright, we're getting ready to roll here. As the car's still working on the grid. There you go. There they all are. As we get a look at our grid for tonight. Row number 2, we got the Chevrolet and the Ford. Tim Blum, Keith Haney, Sal, Casey, DJ Anderson in the Chevrolet and Toyota. And the Chevrolet and Toyota once again, Jason Wells, Joshua Buckley. The Toyota Chevrolet, James Skelton, Richard Murdoch, Andy Lee, the Toyota, Brian Phillips, James Haney, Anthony Yankello, Eric Johnson in the Chevrolet, William Long, Jack Walls, Brandon Minto in the Ford tonight. Bruce Potter. Check that out. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Out front, the 18 leading on to the green flag tonight. As we get ready to roll here as we work through turn number 2. Green flag about to come out here in just one moment. As the pace car will drop down pit road. Green flag is out here at Pocono Speedway. We're off racing for the Redlight Racing Series. 60 laps are scheduled for tonight. As you see, all the cars heading down into turn number 1. This could get a little crazy as they go into turn 1. It is James Heater up on the front row leading the way. Max Terriot falls in line in second. Tim Blum actually took a peek to the inside. Not going to be able to get there just yet. We'll wait and see what happens as they work down the backstretch here at Pocono Speedway. But further back, DJ Anderson, Tim Blum, side by side. That works out for now. Sal Casey right now battling side by side. This is with the 64 of Jason Wells. It looks like Wells going to be able to take that spot up to 6 now. Right behind them, we got Richard Murdoch, Joshua Buckley. Murdoch takes away. Murdoch with a good run through turn 3 on that bottom side. As I want to bring in our co-commentator now, better late than never, Landon Lacey in the booth. Landon, welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Been a long time, man. Are you in a session yet?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what are you seeing? Pocono, new paved track. What are you seeing so far?
I'm seeing a Jeffrey paint scheme winning the race.
You got a point on that one. Nah, with this track, man, I don't know if you've had actually any time to run it. I haven't. As we watch the battle for third right now with Keith Haney and DJ Anderson. I don't know how the track is going to take rubber compared to the old track.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that. I don't know how you would go about setting up passes here because there is a little bit more room, or so it seems. Do you still race it the same way that you would the old one?
Does this have the new pave or just the new configuration?
It is the new pave.
I don't see that on my screen. That's quite weird. I mean, with a new pave, you could probably run it a little bit harder. New pavement doesn't wear out your tires. Older pavement does.
Yeah.
So, you can push a little harder early and start saving a little later. I mean, as you see, what I think the 842 are doing right now is taking advantage of it and just pushing their car as hard as they can right now.
Yeah.
Trying to break away from the pack, and then after that, they'll save their tires after I'd say about 10 to 15 laps, they'll start saving their tires.
Yeah, well, from what I was told, and this is going by what I was told, you've raced it here before. You know these guys are super clean. It's one of the cleanest leagues we ever broadcasted. You know that. Yeah. From what I was told, 15 laps seems to be with the maxes on fuel. So, which is kind of short. This is only a 60-lap race. So 15 laps might not seem like a lot. So do you just want to go all out, being this is kind of a short race with that fuel run, only 15 laps?
The fuel run's only 15 laps. I'm pushing hard every lap.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like you're going to be up on the edge every lap, I would expect. I don't think you're going to lay back at all. Well, I wouldn't expect anybody to.
I'm not going to lie. I expect to see a lead change here within the next couple laps.
Yeah, Terriot's coming. Oh, should I say he's there?
Yeah.
This is the new configuration. Why does it look different?
It looks, if it's the new configuration, it still has the old pavement for me.
I don't have the old pavement, but I got grass in places I didn't think was there, but on the new configuration. I don't know. Maybe it is. But I actually asked, I was like, this is the new configuration, right? He's like, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyway, actually now that I know it is because I remember seeing them signs was not there on the old one. So anyway, yeah, we got the 42 with a run down the backstretch. Or should I say down Long Pond straightaway, just kind of first backstretch. What turn do you like setting up a pass in here? Because we're seeing one right now at turn 2.
Right there.
Okay, that explains a lot. I do know with that turn, you can carry a lot more speed than what you could previously. And there you go. Max
the tunnel turn's kind of a gimme because you don't, if you can get a run off of turn 1, you don't want to run side by side going in the tunnel turn because whoever's on the outside is going to end up hitting the wall.
That's very true.
Caution's out.
Yep. And it looks like Anthony Ankello in the 79 goes around. Oh, he was like a hard hit. Something we haven't seen a lot of, and just ran out of room. Coming across the nose of the 39, Brian Phillips, into the wall.
Yeah, he had a little help from the 33 as well after he hit the wall.
All right, guys, so we'll probably see some pit stops here, I would imagine. I would expect tires to be taken every time. I was told the car is actually hotter than what they expected. That may just be with track temp, because track temp is over 100 degrees, so. Oh yeah, that's right. The new one does have the new pit exit. So the new layout does have the new pit exit. That is right.
Okay.
Yeah. I was told that on TeamSpeak by one and only Joker Chat.
Going by tire wear, I would think if the track is hotter, it'd be loose, not tight.
That's what I thought too. I don't know if it's just this build on this car. I mean, you've raced the Xfinity car. You know it does get tight. It seems like it does on a longer run.
Yeah.
But from what I was told, it's even tight on a short run.
This fixed or open setup?
It's fixed. So I don't know if it may just be the new layout, or the new configuration, or a repave.
Okay. I don't know. You know, to be honest, with the fuel only being 15 laps, you might see somebody take 2 tires here.
Yeah, that would also loosen it up as well.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, I don't know, you know, what that's going to do, but with, you know, like you said, with only being 15 laps, we're still early on this race. If you want to do it, now's the time to do it.
And I mean, to be honest, that run was only about half a fuel run.
Yeah.
So.
Now's definitely the time to do it. And 15 laps, I mean, I'm trying to estimate how many pit stops that would be. 4. And that's now, we're off sequence now. Do you stay at, I mean, I know you're not going to, well, I don't know. Do you take 2 only and no fuel? Or, do you just take 2 only? Or do you stay out? I don't think we'll have anybody stay out.
I think you're going to see everybody come down and take tires, at least 2, and everybody's going to take fuel, no matter what.
By the way, have you seen the way they grid up here?
No, I have not.
You haven't seen it? Oh, they're sitting sideways on the pit road.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you actually got to roll off sideways and then straighten your car, which is really awesome. Did have one car stay out, by the way. Probably just to get some points. That is a 59. Bruce Potter stays out, and a couple other cars.
Yeah, he didn't beat the 42 to the line, so I think that's a little.
Yeah.
I don't think that worked out for him.
No, I agree. Possibly. Kevin O'Brien stayed out.
I think.
James Skelton missed the pit box.
Yeah, I think he missed his pits.
Well, so he'll probably be coming back down. That's definitely not what he wanted. Race off pit road going to be won by the 42, I believe.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. And 18, 51, 87, 01, 64, and 10. All right, guys, we'll take a break because the pit stops or the caution laps here take forever. So we'll be right back. Right after this from Pocono Speedway, watch the Redlight Racing Series.
chair of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Will it be Tim Hogan? It's going to be Christopher DeMary at the line.
Welcome back, Redlight Racing Series. Sitting here talking to Landa Lacey. We did notice 86 did come down pit road. So Max Harriot going to be leading us back to the green flag with the 18 of James Heater. And Landa did find out, by the way, he does have the new configuration. He just thought it was old looking. It's old but new.
I'm just retarded.
I think iRacing scanned it like after last year's race.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. But anywho, about to go back green flag, and looking forward to it as we get ready to go back green flag racing here. Atlanta, bring us to the green.
All right. Here they come down the front stretch. Pace car dives into pit road, and we are back underway in Pocono.
Pocono green flag back out as the 42 of Max Harriot leads them down into turn number 1. How about Keith Haney starting to slowly creep his way up now, showing in 3rd place, well, 4th place, inside of 3rd place, 51 DJ Anderson.
Watch that outside run from the 18 off turn 1. Down the back stretch, you might get a run on the 42 going into tunnel turn.
See the 18, that is the flames of the Jeff Gordon machine, or was the Jeff Gordon machine. Right behind that, you got DJ Anderson, Keith Haney, Jason Wells, your top 5 at the moment. Everybody else right behind him, trying to get sorted out. We're still double foul about mid-pack back. A couple guys sorting for position. We'll jump back a little bit. Do what?
You know, keep your eye on that pit car. You know, I used to race with DJ Anderson, and he normally doesn't run up front early, but he runs up front at the end. So if he's up early, it's kind of trouble for the rest of the field.
You are right. Very good, Landon. Like, you've raced with these guys, you know how clean this league is. I mean, I'm going to be honest, that caution kind of surprised me, because usually we don't have cautions in here. Over the last 7 races, I think we've had 3 cautions. Maybe a little bit more now, because I think we had a couple last week at Texas. But
the 42 got loose coming off of 1.
That's one thing you do not want to have happen. Slightest little bubble, especially if you're first in front. It can cause a huge problem.
Wow, and James Heater had a bad tunnel turn.
Yeah, that's going to allow DJ Anderson to put some pressure on 18 here. He comes to the inside on that Chevrolet. Not going to be able to get there just yet. I thought he actually had a good run. He backed up the corner a little bit.
Yeah, James put it in turn 3 though.
Who's that green car? The 64 of Jason Wells putting some pressure on 4th place Keith Haney. I call it green. I don't know if it's green or I want to say chartreuse because it's kind of what it is.
That's like lime green.
Lime green, yeah. He's got a little bit of damage, it looks like. Yeah, that nose or the right front fender is a little bit damaged. As by the way, you can see the car is towards the back, shuffling for a position. Definitely nothing new here at Pocono as they work down into turn number 2. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of the people that love racing. This is one track I would not want to see a race at. I'm just gonna be honest. I like broadcasting, I like racing, but I wouldn't want to go there in person to see it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's just one of them tracks that, you know. Plus, Chris Buescher might win because of fall. So you never know.
True.
Like I mean, it's a cool looking track though. I'm not gonna lie, it's really unique. It's just one of the races where you're not gonna see a lot. Like it really stands. Good racing here though for the 4th spot on back, as you see. Cars coming by. Great view right there. That is the 01, by the way, rounded up. He's in 7th, but you can see how close these 4 guys are. And gotta give us a little bit of a shout out to Joshua Buckley back at 8th place. He is with a new computer tonight. So, and also Landon, I don't know. Well, we was talking about it whenever the 86 came down pit road. He's back up to 14th. I want to mention that he could stay out actually about 2 to 3 laps longer.
Yeah.
The rest of these guys, I don't know what times are going to fall off to. Right now, for the best lap, it's quite a bit of a fall off.
Well, really, you know, under pace speed, he probably only has about a 1 lap advantage.
True.
Pace speed to lap speed is about 2 to 1, so.
Yeah, because I think he came down when he was getting ready to double up, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
So that's not going to be much of a big advantage. Good little racing here, though. We're still watching the top 4 guys. Watching Keith Haney, Kemp Line, Jason Webb, and Richard Murdoch. The fastest time last time by, of course, was their leader, Clean Air. Wow, it just showed me Andy Lee had a 1 second lap. Anyway, so far so good. Anything that you're really noticing, like as far as, you know, what these guys can do, like especially if you're towards the back, like maybe 12th on back. Oh, we got 1 car in the wall. That was the 4 of Kyle Souza. Cloud wall.
I thought I saw the 79 hit the wall as well again down the front straight.
That's exactly 79's on the pit road, by the way.
Okay, never mind. Don't know who that was. Then look just like this car. I lied. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm watching this 18 car. Yeah, he's running 2nd, but I'm watching him from the, especially the past couple laps. I've been watching him from the middle to the exit of the corner, especially through here, right here in 3. When he gets to the center, he gains on Terry just a little bit, and he's running about half a lane late. He's putting his sides below that yellow line through turn 3.
That's just going to help the car rotate. We mentioned that they are fighting a tire race car, so
yeah.
But definitely something that could. Ooh, somebody pulled out a line. Do you race this place like you would Indianapolis? In that kind of sense, you know, where you go and try to break the traffic on the straightaways?
Well, no. The straightaway, I don't know. I just don't feel like the straightaways here, except the front straight, is as high speed. Right. Is as high speed as Indianapolis is.
That's true. Yeah, because you got the back stretch and the front stretch there.
The front stretch is long enough to do it, but the 2 short stretches aren't long enough for me to really care about.
You're not up to full speed anyway on the little short shoots. I think right there we see Max Terrell hit 174. That's definitely not full speed, so you're not getting too much of a tow. But right here, I guess you would get a little bit. But of course, you know, not like very much. A little bit further back in the field, it's the 26 and the 20. Brandon Minto, former Philadelphia Eagles fan. Of course, he knows champions when he sees them. Sitting in 16th place right now. He is on the outside, actually now back to 17th. We'll see how this works out as they go through turn 1. I'm about to say turn 1 and 2, and Minto able to take that spot away and move him under 16th. So now we're jumping up. Good little race here, though. Joshua Buckley to the inside of the 01. This is for what will be 7th if they can get on the 01. But we got to make the lead right now. Should be seeing pit stops here within the next, I'll say 5 laps.
Yeah, DJ Anderson falling in the clutches of the 67 down the front straight.
Yep. So some racing, every car still in a straightaway. If we see some green flag pit stops, that's where things kind of get spaced out here, though. You know that as well as I do. It tends to get spaced out once the green flag pit stops happen, especially if they're off cycle with someone else, somebody making their laps in there and all that. Usually it kind of throws everything off just a little bit. So we'll see how it works out this time as we're on lap 20 of 60. And you can see 87 gets some of the wall.
Yeah, DJ is struggling where I was talking about from the center off.
Yeah.
I just watched him through the tunnel turn. He got really tight in the center and had to chase it up the track coming off, which killed his exit speed.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Really hurt him in turn 3. About Tim Blunt starting to push a little bit. He's actually pushing the 51 car.
I don't believe the 67's going to be able to get by the 51 in turn 1.
Yeah.
I just think that outside line's a lot faster. As you see there, Tim, as Blum is getting a run on the outside of, who's in the 67? I'll quit saying his number.
67? Let me see if I can find. I see the 87.
Sorry, 87. Sorry.
Keith Haney, he was the winner last season at Daytona. He has not won a race since. So actually, this is one of his best runs that I've seen him actually run since Daytona, to be completely honest. No offense against him, but he's putting a pretty solid race together.
Not taking anything away from these guys, but James Heater's the leader.
Yeah. Nice carry off the leader.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. James Heater's caught Heater.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, he has actually caught him. I noticed that during the backstretch, he actually closed the gap up quite a bit. Last time by, he was actually faster for the last 2 laps by. As we got green flag pit stop starting to happen. Andy Lee also is on pit road. Definitely expected that to happen here within the next few laps, so we are starting to see it now. By the way, Tim Blum looks like, nope, not going to be able to take that spot away, so we'll jump back up to the leader.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys like DJ Anderson, Tim Blum, these guys should be hitting pit road. I mean,
Yeah.
I know tires don't mean much here, seeing that the laps are only 15 laps, but any advantage over these front 2 is an advantage.
I will tell you, we've been 15 laps, and there's already a 2-second fall off.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think if you're a little bit further back, hit pit road now and take advantage of the fresh tires. Like what you really have nothing to lose. As you see Tim Blum, he is really slow on the straightaway. I don't know what happened to him. Actually, he may have just been moving down there just to make sure he didn't give up no draft. He stays in 5th place. I thought something happened to his car. I wasn't sure what was going on.
I saw him too when he came into frame all the way down there.
Yeah.
Checker down there by the wall.
There can't be a lot of grip down there, though. There's no straight. I don't know if that's actually painted or what happens down there.
I don't need it. It's probably slick.
That's what I'm thinking. I feel like it's just like, you know, that pull-up paper or whatever it is. So this is a pretty good battle here inside the top 5. James Heater has slipped off just a little bit. Max Terriot a little bit faster last time by. Still about 3/10 of a gap between both of them.
I feel like I'm watching the replay. Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch.
Right? That's exactly what I'm thinking. This didn't work out well for the 42 today, so Max Terriot better make sure he don't let that 18 catch him. We know what happened on today's race. By the way, the 86, who had to actually restart at the tail end of the field, you remember, because he had to come back down, just took over 8th place.
That's a good move up for him.
Yeah, I think it was 86, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So
he's gonna need a. Well, he might not need a caution, but he's gonna need some help to get back up there.
Yeah, right now it's showing 6 seconds behind the leader. They're not horrible. Definitely not a ton of time left. We're already on coming to lap 45. Let's see if the leaders, they do not come up here. I'm actually surprised by that. So we could go a little bit longer than 15.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. With a 2-second fall off on the track, you don't want to.
Yeah, Eric Johnson on pit road.
You don't want to pit. You don't want to pit late, but you don't want to pit too early.
Yeah, I agree. Do you feel like they're trying to do this in a 2-stop race now? Trying to, I mean, we've got there 16 laps. Of course, we got to count some of them laps being caution flag laps. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if you can only go 20 laps on fuel, I don't see you making this a 2-stop race.
No, I don't either. You're going to have to at least make it to lap 30, and I don't see them being able to make it no 5 more laps, well, 4.5 more laps now. I mean, they've been out there for 16 laps. On these tires, like I said, you know, a couple of them, I think 2 laps is under yellow. So we should be seeing them hit pit road anytime, honestly. And the leaders do not come down. I like the idea of going to go ahead and pit, though. Nobody back in there comes down. Trying to see, let's see if the 26 comes down or the 7. They do not. I did see somebody coming down pit road. Brandon Mitchell on the 20 came down. I like the call. Yeah, I mean, if you're towards the back, you don't have nothing to lose. Let's be honest. Go ahead and come down and try to take advantage of the fresh tires. Like, the worst that's going to happen is you get back there again. I mean, but if you take tires now, what if a caution comes out? You're not going to go a lap down here, I don't think. Unless you're like super far behind.
I think that 87 Caney has something for these leaders. He just cannot seem to get by DJ Anderson.
Yeah, actually, last time by, he was actually faster than our leader. No, very close. He wasn't faster, but he may have a chance. Let's see what happens here.
He might clear him here.
I got he's coming to pit road.
Here comes Max Terriot. Max Terriot to pit road.
Terriot's pit road.
Max Terriot spinning on pit road.
Oh, man.
The wall.
Oh, my gosh.
Another one spinning in pit road. Oh,
man.
Nope, he saved it. Well, that's going to cost Terriot big.
Yeah, he didn't get no damage, but here's your replay. Catch on that landing. It's too much spin. Yeah, because if you think, the pit road is very difficult here because it's right off the turn 3. You're carrying a lot of speed coming into that where it's flat. You think you can carry more speed than what you can. Track being hot, well, I'm going to be honest, Max Terriot's definitely going to lose the lead. We know that, and probably a few spots. I mean, he's well amount of time on pit road. He's already been on there 48 seconds now, and he's just out on his other tires.
I will say, by the time he got it all corralled up and going back straight, he ended up behind, who was it? He ended up behind Sal Casey. He ended up behind Sal Casey, and Sal Casey was 11th before coming into pit road.
By the way, the 18's on pit road. By the way, I do want to say, yeah, Max Terriot definitely got caught speeding as well. Unfortunately for him, this is a pretty big hold, I'm going to be honest, because he's been on pit road now for 1 minute and 20 seconds. So his race just went out the window. 40.7 seconds is what he spent in his box. 1 minute and 25 total on pit road.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you gotta think too. When he spun, he actually hit the front end on the wall. Yeah. I don't know how much damage he got from it, but I know hitting the front end on these cars sometimes are fragile. So
would that be unsafe pit insurance? I can't remember.
No, because he made it to the commitment line, and he entered properly. Just was too fast. Yeah, just too fast and spun.
Man. So 86, brings pit road. That's James Skelton. We said he'd go a lap longer.
Oh, what? Something just happened to Keith Haney down the short stretch.
Oh, man. See what happened. Oh, he was slow. You're right.
Is he out of gas?
Yep.
He pitted, but how could he be out of gas?
Listen.
I don't hear nothing.
I don't either.
He came down pit road the same lap as Terriot did, but maybe
he's out.
Maybe he might not have taken gas.
Maybe he accidentally cut it off.
I'll tell you what. You know that little space bar?
Yep.
If you hit the space bar, it turns. Yep,
Does he
might
have
have done
spotter?
that. I'm not sure. I don't know how to check that.
Man, he's gonna have to tow.
Yep, man, that's gonna suck.
Oh my gosh. Such bad luck. So Daniel Haney takes over the lead for now. And he's going to be bringing that car to pit road, man. So 2 of our top 3 guys are out. Well, we don't want to say out, but, you know, not looking good by any means.
In the meantime, James Skelton has still not came down pit road.
Let's see. I thought he just left pit road.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just left pit road. Actually, he pitted this lap. He just exited pit road this lap.
Okay.
I got him on 0 tires. So.
Sorry, my leaderboard's messed up.
That's fine. You'll get it here in a minute. It should be 11th now. Or 10th, I apologize. So, Daniel Haney on pit road. James Heater going to take over the top spot. Eric Johnson going to be showing in 3rd place or 2nd place. And Tim Blum going to be showing in 3rd.
What happened to DJ Anderson?
No, I don't know. I'm showing him in 6th place.
Ooh, and as the 4 car just slammed the wall off the tunnel turn. Well, actually, yeah.
Kyle's been out there now for 8 laps. Andy Lee also, by the way, who's up in 4th, has been out there for 8 laps. And there you go. How about this? Andy Lee, Tim Blum, pass for position. I'm sorry, that's Jason Wells and Andy Lee. And Jason able to take 4th. Battle for 3rd or 2nd, Eric Johnson. I'm a big fan of Eric Johnson. He's one of those guys that's constantly consistent.
He's a smart driver.
He really is. One of my favorite guys to actually watch drive. He uses his head a lot. He did have a slow pit stop. 15.1 on pit road. Fastest pit stop through that was actually a Sal Casey in the 940, which means you're a rookie. So not bad. Lena's laughing because he was a rookie.
Wow.
I guess you would still be considered one. How many races did you win, too?
What?
I don't know if you'd be considered a rookie now or not.
What? For Redlight?
Redlight, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm still a rookie.
Are you? I wasn't sure if you was or not.
I ran 2 races.
That's what I thought.
I won my first one and crashed out of my second one.
Oh,
so
yeah,
go
that's
figure.
right. I remember that.
Go figure.
Yep. That worked out great for us, by the way.
Yeah.
The actual fastest pit stop, though, was Jason Wells. He had a 12.3 second stop.
I want to give you something to watch here. Watch this 86 and see how fast he comes through here, because I think he pitted late enough to where he's going to be really fast for a while.
Just got around the 4 like it was nothing. Actually, he had the fastest time last time by. Yeah, this 86 maybe. If he's 10 seconds back. Ford on the wall. He's going to need, I think, a little bit of help, but he is right now one of the fastest cars.
I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean, you don't want to pit too early where the guy's pitting at the very end, because it can flip just like that.
Joshua Buckley also got around Kyle Souza. Kyle pitted 11 laps ago, so the freshest car out there with freshest tires is Brian Phillips and Zero Age, and Daniel Haney with 3, and then you've got James Skelton with 4. So Skelton's right up in the thick of things. As we go down Long Pond straightaway. The Long Pond straightaway, I believe. And then in the turn 2, the tunnel turn. Right in front of, by the way, right in front of James, we actually hop on board with him. You can see 3 other cars. That's Richard Murdoch, Andy Lee, and Sal Casey. And there's a pass. Andy Lee going to go up wide. Sal Casey going to take that away, give a little bit to the 0-1, and he gets into the wall just a little bit. James Skelton likes what he sees as he continues to run these guys down. 2nd fastest that time by. Not a bad lap of 55.649. Not a bad lap with 5 laps on your tires. As we jump up to Eric Johnson, who's battling with 64. Jason Wells going to take over 3rd place, and he does. As we will take a break and step aside, we'll be right back. Redlight Racing, Scrambler Series, live from Pocono.
Team racing allows multiple iRacing members to team up and race together, just like in real-world endurance series. Teammates can share driving duties, spot for one another, or be a crew chief. Team racing is free both to join a team and to create one. Each teammate races on his or her own computer from wherever they want to. Your teammates can be anywhere in the world, and changing drivers mid-race is as easy as a click of a button. iRacing features team endurance events ranging from just a couple of hours to 24 hours in length. So, if you fancy taking part in an iRacing endurance race in the future, you can learn more about team racing on the teams page on the member website.
Welcome back to Pocono Speedway. Here after 38 laps of 60. We are on lap 38. Continue to watch James Heater pull away from his field. Out by 4.650 seconds over Tim Blum. Back in 2nd place, DJ Anderson up to 3rd. Jason Wells and Eric Johnson back in 5th. James Skelton's rebounded nicely up to 6th place. And we say rebound nicely because if you've seen what happened to the 86 earlier, and he missed his pit box and had to come back down pit road and started telling in the field. Has driven his way back up 6th, and that's only with 1 caution. So he hasn't had a caution to actually work with. So good for him. Definitely not easy to do, especially here at Pocono, as we should be starting to see some more pit stops happen here within the next couple laps. Kyle Souza should be hitting pit road here very soon, as he is on lap 16. Of course, I'm Adam Chapman. Landon Lacey joined me in the booth tonight as well. So yeah, that's where we're at right now after lap 39. Here's a information, by the way, about where we are. Pocono Speedway, 2.5 mile track, 3 turns, known as the Tricky Train. Weather for today, 74-degree air temp. There is actually a lot of wind speed, Landon, 9 miles an hour. Don't know if that's going to affect the car whatsoever. Maybe some headwind or tailwind. I'm sure there is.
Say which way it's coming from?
Southeast. So I don't really know which way that would be.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I have no idea which way the track's facing. So yeah, good thing we're not weathermen because we would have no idea. So, it's pretty much now, if there's a mistake on pit road, that's what we have seen, by the way. So we've got to keep an eye on that once these pit stops actually start to take place. I know you see James here out front lead him. He's led 16 laps. I know you're wondering, well, where's the other guy that led a lot of laps? He's back here in 18th place. Not a lap down, though. As Kyle Souza does hit pit road, by the way. Max Terriot has led 19, but he's showing at 18. Why, you ask? Because pit road. He's about coming on the pit road and had to spend 40 seconds or a total of 1.25, so 1 minute 25 seconds on pit road. So that's what costed him a pretty big gap, and that's why you see him back so far where he is. Kyle Souza, by the way, just exited pit road, so he's done it away, or almost done it away. Now he's out. So, anything you learned about this track, anything different since this is the repaved Pocono Speedway? Notice it's not as bumpy as Gilbert.
Oh, it's not as bumpy, but from watching it, they're still running.
That's the same line.
About the same line. Turn 1, they're running a little bit lower. You know,
Yeah,
on the old you want to be about middle to high line coming off, but you know, really. What I'm watching right now, though, there's really 3 cars in their own league. That's James Heater,
Yeah.
DJ Anderson,
Yeah.
and James Skelton.
Big show.
I've been watching their lap times while we were away at break, and they're all running about the same lap times.
Thing is, they're just spaced out, which kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, as we see the 33 Barrett Johnson, just let the 4 car go. He's going to go ahead and bring it to pit road. Let me ask you a question. I want to hop on board. Are you downshifting here like you was in the other one?
I wouldn't think so. I think you got so much speed, so much grip now that you don't really need to.
By the way, I just hopped on board with Tim Blum.
Yeah.
He is actually clutching every corner and letting it roll. So he is
Might be saving fuel.
Yeah. I think
Maybe-
you're right. Yeah, he's
maybe they're-
clutching every corner.
Maybe they're short on making it one more stop.
That's what I'm thinking. He's at least going to have to run 2 more laps in order to make it. Maybe 1 more lap. This lap and maybe 1 more, and you might be able to get away with it. Because you can save some. He is staying out. And actually get some of the wall. Let's see if Heater's doing the same. Heater is not clutching, he's just letting it roll way down. My gosh, that RPM is at 5,000.
Oh wow, Blum is clutching.
Yeah. Very interesting to see that. And honestly, he's not giving up a ton of time. He's not giving up 2/10 that lap.
I mean, he was just as fast as DJ Anderson behind him. I mean,
Yeah. Very interesting to see. Now, keep in mind, by the way, this could be why. He's actually been out there 16 laps when James has been out there only 15.
yeah.
So that could be why.
Jason Wells coming down the road.
Yeah, I think if you honestly pit now, I think you're going to go to the end. I mean, we're seeing guys out there with 16 laps, 17 laps if you look at Tim Blum.
Look at all those cones and those little flares on the
I don't
right
really
side
know.
of the
I don't know
road.
what they are. I noticed it too, but I mean,
They
like
got
I
their
said,
they got their little designated square to be in. That's kind of cool.
yeah, it's kind of weird too because
Is that where they lined up at?
right in front of, they lined up on like the yellow line, but they was catty cornered. You know what I mean? Like they was angled, and then just rolled off like what you would see like you would in real life, which is honestly awesome. I didn't know I was going to have that on.
So what do you do this time if you're James Skelton? Do you stay out long again or pit with the leaders. As James Peters down pit road.
Yeah, I think you got to come now.
So is Tim Blum. So is DJ Anderson. So is James Skelton. Top 4 in pit road. And actually, James just gained a lot of time right there.
Down as well, by the way, in 5th. Richard Murdoch coming down. Joshua Buckley. He's going to stay out. It's a gamble to stay out.
Now let's see where Jason Wells blends into. Seeing that he pitted 1 lap earlier.
Yeah, that's true. Forgot about he did pit 1 lap earlier. So here's Jason Wells in the 64 car.
As James Heater,
he is down, yeah.
Is down and away.
Out of way.
Jason Wells is going to come out, looks like 2nd.
What it looks like, yeah, from what I'm seeing.
Unless Tim Blum gets up to speed in time.
Oh, it's not going to be easy.
No, he's going to have that outside run, though,
yeah,
off the corner.
Keep it. Ow. He does take 2nd, yeah. He does take
so
2nd.
he went from 4th to 2nd.
Now there is a couple cars that you see that's out front. It's showing Jason in 6th. Of course, Joshua Buckley just down hit pit road. We got to wait for Brian Phillips, who you see right here, to hit pit road, as well as Leo Bourdage to hit pit road back into 7th. There's Leo as well. Now if these guys catch a caution, that's awesome though for them.
Yeah, Leo Bourdais coming down this time.
And the 39's going to stay out.
Oh, and you know what? I think the 33 is going to end up being the leader. Nope, never mind.
By the way, I just see Joshua Buckley had it back up on pit road.
Ooh, and actually Eric Johnson is clutching.
Really?
Yep.
Well, he did pit 4 laps before.
Yep, he just went off into turn 1 and clutched all the way through the center.
I think he's about a lap short. That's a lot to save here. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah,
yep.
He's definitely clutching.
Tunnel turn as well.
Wow. There's a lot to be saving this early, man.
Yeah, I just don't think, and I don't see what
a lot of spots,
I don't see what he's going to gain from that either.
Yeah. Because he's just now, once he hits the line, he'll be on his 5th lap. So he pitted 5 laps prior to this.
What was James Skelton's pit road time?
Total pit road time for him was 41.5.
What was his pit stop?
14.7.
How did he end up so far behind these guys after coming in right behind them?
Unless he entered, unless he started
breaking
he
gained a lot coming onto pit road.
Oh. Yeah, I'm showing 3 seconds behind DJ Anderson.
Yeah, he's half a straightaway behind, and he was right behind him coming in pit road.
The fastest pit stop that time around was a 41.0 by James Heater. No, I take it back. Richard Murdoch had a 13.7 second stop of 40.8, but he is back in 8th place right now. And who is that? We got a pass, I think. Kyle Souza, William Long. William takes away 10th place. So Heater continues to lead the race. He's been out now for 24 laps. And I'm going to be honest, we don't know what could have been if Max Terriot wouldn't have made a mistake on pit road. It would have been very close between both of them, I'm going to be honest, because they was both really quick. And here's a pass for 2nd. Eric Johnson and Tim Blum. Johnson's going to be able to keep it or take it for now. Oh, and I lied. How about the 64 Jason Wells, though? He's actually working. Oh, man!
Buddy.
What a save. He is going to give up that spot, but what a save.
Wow. I think Eric just checked up a little earlier than he thought he was going to.
Yeah, that was... Whew. That was one of them hold on top moments. Joshua Buckley gets around Kyle Souza for 11th. Kyle falling back just a little bit. Once again, he does have older tires. So, honestly, he may have to pit again.
DJ Anderson looked under the 33 in the turn 1, but just couldn't quite get the run off the corner.
Oh, it's got a bad feel to it.
It does.
The way the 33 came off of the wall and he turned two. I thought DJ was going to get a good run underneath him. I ain't gonna lie, that 51 looks a lot like a car I've seen before in a movie. Roddy Burns.
Oh, there it is.
The greatest movie ever, just to let everybody know. I really wasn't into Talladega Nights. It was okay, but I like serious racing movies. That was a good one. And yeah, he's looking to the inside.
I don't know if he's going to get it, though. That outside line off of 1 has been working for everybody.
Keep in mind, he don't know that the 8 or the 33 has a lot older tires. He's got 3-lap older tires, and he's got a save. So he may not be able to make it. I mean,
Well, hey, run the 33 hard. Make him run out of gas.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, definitely running hard. That's what Jason Wells is hoping for right now, too.
I don't know. Jason Wells might be hoping that the 33 spins out or something.
Both of them take each other out, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. When we're racing like in an official race, that's what you hope for.
And oh, we got the wall a little bit, but he completed the pass.
So DJ Anderson moves in. Inside the top 3, now in 3rd. I do want to mention to you that James Skelton is running down this group. He's about 1.6 seconds back.
Yeah, James Skelton's the only one running just as fast as the leader.
Yeah,
but
he had a really close time last time, 55.638 to a 55.630 with the leader. Very close.
the only problem is when you're running about the same times, you're not gaining any time.
Yeah, a couple hundreds don't make that big of a difference. Jason Wells underneath the 33 of Eric Johnson into turn 3. Notice turn 3 on this track's a little bit different than what normally. I feel like you could run the bottom a little bit more aggressive than you could with the older track. I don't know.
I know Jason's in his car right now just saying, please let me go.
Yeah, because he's got a mirror full of the red 86 car right behind him.
Yeah, he's coming up quick, too.
He's getting about 7/10 last time by. And this right here is what Skelton wants.
Yeah, but this is what, this is as a driver, as Jason Wells, as a driver, you got to just sit back and be calm about it. You can't, this is where you start getting over aggressive and start over driving the car.
That's where mistakes tend to happen a lot too. So I just want to point out the last couple of Pocono races that I have broadcasted, and this was with the Golden Track. We don't know if it's going to make much of a difference, and it wasn't Redlight. There tends to be a caution within the last few laps. I don't know if that's something to think about.
I have one with a 64.33.
Yeah. So I mean, it's something to be thinking about. That's just what the stats show from me broadcasting anyway, because I usually jinx people. So we'll probably see that.
Oh, James Skelton's gonna make it 3 wide off turn 1.
It's a battle for 3rd. That 33's in a bad spot.
He is in a bad spot. You don't want to be on the outside going in the top turn.
Oh man.
Well, look at Wells. He's gonna get. Oh yeah.
A little block put on for the 33.
That'll get you turned.
This is really great racing though.
Oh, there. Eric Johnson actually gave it up. I'm surprised at that.
I wonder if he looks like he got some of the rumble strip in 3 right there too. Eric Johnson falls back to 6th place. Jason Wells moves up to 4th.
Jason Wells probably like, 3rd. Finally.
Yeah, right?
Oh, me.
He worked hard to get that 4th spot, man.
Yeah, he's about to lose it right back to the 86.
Yeah.
Yep, there it goes.
Here comes the 86. James Skelton to the inside, going into turn 2. And the 864 going to run a little wide and give up 4th spot. go. Coming down to 5 laps to go. 6 laps to go, I apologize. For the 18 car of James Heater, who has driven away from this field, 8.5 seconds out in front. And back here, Max Terrell going underneath the 55 of James Haney. This is the 12th spot. Now, I know the 42 had that problem, but he has rebounded nicely, even though he deserves better because of how fast he was. He's back up to 12.
How many Haneys are in this race?
I think 3. I believe so. If I'm not mistaken, we got Daniel Haney, Keith Haney, James Haney. Now, I actually think I'm missing one. Pretty awesome, though. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Kyle Souza and Andy Lee. Oh, the Ford just got loose. Oh, he had to chase the car. Really had to chase it down the track. Not have any problems. Five laps to go. Here for the 18 of James Heater, who has led 33 laps at Pocono. Seems like way more than that. Look how big this track is. Do they run restrictor plates here? I don't think so.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Oh, somebody's spinning on the front.
Caution. Kyle Souza. And that is going to be close to see if we go back green.
This is a long track, so we'll see.
Yeah.
How many laps we have left?
4. I'm going to be honest, I'm looking at the replay. I don't know. That's where we're at. It's loose. Running in 18th position.
I don't know. That one's weird.
That's an odd wreck, wasn't it?
It is weird.
Anyway, so James Heater will lead to the green. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back right after this and see if we go back green flag.
Team racing allows multiple iRacing members to team up and race together, just like in real-world endurance series. Teammates can share driving duties, spot for one another, or be a crew chief. Team racing is free, both to join a team and to create one. Each teammate races on his or her own computer from wherever they want to. Your teammates can be anywhere in the world, and changing drivers mid-race is as easy as a click of a button. iRacing features team endurance events ranging from just a couple of hours to 24 hours in length. So, if you fancy taking part in an iRacing endurance race in the future, you can learn more about team racing on the teams page on the member website.
Welcome back. As I think I played my intro. Hold on. Okay. Nope, I played the wrong one. Now we can say welcome back. Sorry about that. Redlight Races here is about to get the 2 laps to go sign, and it looks like, it appears, we are going to be in this race under caution. I did mention that it trends at Pocono to have a last few laps caution, and there we have it. We will not be going back green flag as James Heater. Definitely going to win this race. You did see the number 33 of Eric Johnson car come down pit road. We're not 100% sure why. We think it could be because of fuel mileage. Maybe just wasn't getting enough. Maybe didn't have enough to make it. Brandon Minto actually just hit pit road. But he only took 2 tires, so maybe he thought we was going back green as well. But unfortunately, we will not be going green, so Eric Johnson going to go all the way. I think he was running what? Landon 6th?
Yeah, he's running somewhere in the top 2.
Yeah, he's definitely 7th, and I believe it was 6th. 5th or 6th. Anyway, he gives up inside the top 10 and falls all the way back down to 17th position. James Heater is going to wind up winning this race, and this will mark win number 2, I do believe, for him. It does, 2 in a row for the driver of the 18 car. He was the winner last week at Texas Motor Speedway. Next time we race with these guys, it will be next Monday. We do not race any NASCAR Cup cars or trucks or anything. We actually switch it up and go super late model racing with these guys. It is a one-time deal, so Landon, you may have to strap on the old gloves and race because we're going super late model racing in Bristol.
Hey, you know, me, I like Bristol.
I like Bristol on anything. Bicycles, yeah. It don't matter. Rollerblades. The good news about racing Bristol and iRacing, we don't have to deal with snow or rain or hurricanes or volcanoes. So we don't
Why
have
not
to deal
snow?
with that.
I like snow.
You do. You be out there making snow angels.
I'd be out there drifting it.
Just that'd be so much fun in a super late model.
Dirt tracking at
That'd
Bristol.
So fun. Hey,
do they need to turn Bristol into a dirt track?
They really do. They should at it. So yeah, we will be there next week, and then April 30th we'll be back in a Cup car at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and then May 7th we get on my favorite track, Kansas Motor Speedway, and then I know on May 14th Landon's going to love this as we hit Watkins Glen in the Xfinity car.
Yeah, if I can fix my wheel.
He's got to fix his wheel as he downshifts with his thumb on the directional keys. Then we hit Talladega on May 21st, and that rounds out the regular season. Of course, if you don't know, these guys, by the way, we are on the final lap. If you don't know, they race 8 regular season races, and we have 7 chase races. Chase race this year for the championship is in the trucks, and that is at Atlanta. I love to go back to Atlanta for the championship run. I wish they'd run that in real life instead of going to Homestead personally. Always liked it at different tracks. So that's what we'll be. Over the course of the season. This is our final broadcast for the week. We won't be broadcasting again until Saturday. So we got a long break, which is awesome, by the way. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to enjoy that. Play some arm and some winning putt and Landon.
About time. I'm tired of doing all this editing for you.
Wow. So, let's see what else. We do got a race Friday. So yeah, that's going to do it for us after tonight until Saturday.
Just to clear that up.
What?
Just to clear that up, I don't do anything. I don't edit anything.
He needs to though. I wish he would.
Wish I would what?
Edit something. I don't even know what we'd have you edit. Anyway, out of turn 3, James Heater's going to win here at the famous Pocono Speedway, alongside that 10 car, Tim Blum and the 51 of DJ Anderson. Here's your winner, and sadly we won't get to talk to him because he's never at team speed. James Heater picks up the win here at Pocono Speedway. As he goes around, it's good to see that DuPont car out front. I know Landon loves that.
Yeah, too bad it didn't. Well, thankfully it didn't blow a brake this time and crash into the turn 1 wall.
He just killed the wall.
Oh, never mind.
In turn 1, by the way. Oh, he's killed a wall again. I think he's just killed a car. I think he's watching the broadcast and he heard you.
Oh,
He's like, you know what?
they need to take that car to inspection, check that car out.
Yeah, I think he broke a brace.
He's trying to hide
36 laps led, by the way. Impressive.
Yep, man. Hit the wall again.
He's doing that on purpose, guys. He's trying to lose a couple lug nuts. So now he put 3 on. Alright, guys, we're going to talk to Tim Blum as we bring him in. He will finish in Peanut with who tonight. I'll find out where. Winner tonight, James Heater. As we talk to second place, Tim Blum. Tim, you got a copy?
Yeah, Adam, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. You had a pretty fast car. Top 3 tonight. All in all, how would you sum up the new surface here at Pocono? How'd your car handle for you?
Well, not as good as James, but it was a fun night. Got to race a lot of guys. Shout out to Keith and DJ, Jason Wells, Eric. Just a lot of fun racing out there.
Yeah, man. Now, from this track, you know, Pocono is one of them races where it does get spaced out quite a bit. So I want to go ahead and skip forward just a little bit and talk a little bit about next week. We head to Bristol Motor Speedway, not in any of the normal cars that we drive. We're actually going to be driving a super late model. How do you feel about heading to that track in that car?
I don't own the super late models, so I will learn hopefully quick.
Yeah, man, you're going to have a blast. It's a great car. So is there any shout-outs or anything you want to give tonight? Second place, not bad at all.
Shout out to James, man. He had us all covered, and I had nothing for him. And anybody watching, thanks for watching, and we'll go racing at Bristol next week.
Good job, man. It's going to be a matter of time. We'll see you in victory lane, I'm sure.
Hoping so, man. Hoping so.
Talk to DJ Anderson, who finished in third place, and Roddy Bird's car. Hey, DJ, you got a copy?
I got you, Adam.
First off, love the paint scheme tonight. Very awesome. Talk us through tonight, man. Different type of track than what we're normally used to seeing. 3 turns, of course, the resurface. How did your car handle out there with the track being resurfaced?
I was kind of shocked. I wanted to get some practice in, but had a lot going on this week, so I didn't really get to practice except for tonight before the race. So I was kind of concerned going in. It was really tight. I know that first run, I think I burned my right front up too much, and kind of changed my driving style to kind of back up the corners. And I think at the end of the race there, I was probably better than everybody getting off of turn 1 and 3. I know I was catching Tim there again at the end, and I was hoping maybe I could beat him this week, but it looks like it's the same top 3 as it was last week. So we're getting there, and hopefully I can get a better finish next week at Bristol.
Yeah, we talked about, me and Lana both was talking about the 3 guys we was really watching. It was, of course, James Heater, you, and the 86 of Skelton as well. So speaking of Bristol next week, it's a different car in a super late model. Kind of different than normal than what we're normally used to racing. How do you feel about that car, and what do you expect it to be there?
I have no idea. I've never raced this late model, the super late models there. I am really good at Bristol in all 3 of the top series. Won a lot of races. So hopefully it'll continue with the super late models, but I guess we'll find out.
You're not
I'm starting to feel really good about next week now. Nobody in here's ran the super late model.
Nobody's ran it. Yeah, you're not the only person to say that. Tim said the same thing. He said he don't even own the car, so he's got to go get it. So, man, honestly, that was a great run tonight. You was really fast. Third place, not bad at all. Improved your points day. Any shout-outs or anything like that you want to give?
Shout out to you for doing this. I love watching the broadcast after the race, especially when I go into work and things start to slow down around midnight.
Well, you did a good job, man. So we'll be talking to you here at Bristol next week. And as always, you're always fast, so that was fun.
Hopefully it'll be in victory lane next week.
For sure, man. Good luck, and we'll talk to you then.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Later thoughts on the race.
Overall, I was surprised to hear that the car's actually tight, even with this new pave as well with the 104-degree track temp.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to point out, we figured out once again that Pocono has one of the hardest pit roads to get on. multiple guys today getting loose, and actually one guy wrecking on pit road. But overall, just again a clean race from Redlight Racing. It's fails.
Oh, yeah. One thing I kind of don't want to talk about tonight. I want to talk more about next week because you pretty much hit that nail on the head for tonight. Next week, I feel like a lot of these guys are going to be in the unknown when it comes to the super late model races. I think we're going to have a lot of different front runners. I don't think you're going to see your normal top
Yeah,
guys.
I think you might even see a turn, and this league is normally doesn't have that many cautions, but with a new car, even though it's on a new car on a short track at that, you might see a little bit more cautions than
That thing's
you normally
fast
see.
around Bristol.
Yeah,
Really
I mean,
fast. So,
to be honest, you feel like you're going faster than a cup
Yeah,
car,
I agree.
but you're not.
I agree completely. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. I hope everybody had a good night. For Adam Chapman, Landon Lacey, we will talk to everybody here soon. Have a good night. God bless.